Hi, everybody. Welcome to the channel again, iBJJ. And today I wanted to share with you my top 5 things I've learned in my first 2 weeks. Okay, so far I've had a great experience with Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I've played sports my entire life. I boxed when I was a kid for a long time. I still boxed 2 years ago, and I've had the opportunity to spar with professionals. And I always wanted to try Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and I finally got to it. And the number one thing I've learned, it's cardio. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is so cardio intense, it's insane. You start working out right away, and in my first week and a half, I lost about 5 pounds. The cardio, it's different than running. It's different than any other cardio intense activity, but it's definitely high intensity cardio. Number two, the one thing in boxing, so I come from an old school boxing school, and my coach wouldn't let us even hit the bag for a month, much less spar. Like you had to wait like 4 or 5 months before you actually got to spar, and still he wanted to make sure that you knew the basics. And so here in jiu-jitsu, you spar day one and you spar as much as you want, so it's pretty cool actually. And which brings me to my reason number 3. Although you spar and you're rolling, is very safe. It's a very safe environment. It's a very safe sport. Yeah, can you get hurt? Yeah, I got hit in my face and my lip with somebody's foot because we were rolling last week sometime. But nevertheless, I feel safe. It feels like you stop at any time. If you tap at any time, you get choked out and then you tap, and so everything stops, and then you shake your hand and get right back on it. So I totally love that part for sure. All right, cool. The number 4 thing that it's important to consider is the ranking system. More so to show respect. In Jiu-Jitsu, all black belts are called professors, and all the other belts except the white belts are called coaches, and a white belt is a white belt. Blue, purple, brown, they're usually coaching you, and so is the black belts, but the black belts have already achieved mastery in that sport while still developing more skills, but yet that's why they're called professors. So that's important to consider. That's a form of respect, which brings me to the 5th thing I've learned in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's so I heard on like YouTube podcasts, videos. Joe Rogan talks about these all the time. A lot of other people talk about these all the time, but I heard talk about Jiu-Jitsu. It's Jiu-Jitsu keeps you humble. If you don't put your ego in check, it gets your ego in check right away. So you start, rolling even with white belts that are, 1, 2, 3 stripes. That means they're already training at least 3 months, maybe ahead of you. For sure with the blue belts, for sure with the purple belts, and of course brown belts and black belts. I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to get in a fight with a blue belt, out on the street and not knowing it's a blue belt or a purple belt or anybody above blue belt, because they can definitely hurt you. They can definitely own you. They can definitely control you. And you can get seriously hurt if they go all out. So yeah, it's very humbling. So if you're thinking that you're going to join a jiu-jitsu academia and try to show how skillful a fighter you are, you're in for a surprise. So it definitely teaches you humility. You definitely put your ego in check. And if you don't put it in check, then the approach to rolling the style puts it in check. So I love it. It's pretty amazing. So I hope you like this video. Give it a like, please. Feel free to subscribe. I really wanted to create this YouTube channel to share my journey as a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's an old guy because I'm an older guy. Just share some ideas, share some experiences, and I'll be posting some of my rollings too, but there's some restrictions on that. So, but I'll share some of these videos as well. All right, stay tuned. Talk soon. Bye.